Yo, what up gang? Cole Sager here with some tips on 2019 Open workout 19.4. Guys, it's a trap. Most people can't even recover efficiently enough to be able to do the bar muscle ups. Don't fall for it. 19.4 is 3 rounds for time of 10 snatches and 12 bar facing burpees. Rest 3 minutes, then 3 rounds of 10 bar muscle ups and 12 bar facing burpees. Go to games.crossfit.com for the full details and all the scaling options. All right guys, let's jump right into it. Let's talk about warm up. This workout is a burner. So we're gonna prime our aerobic system, spike our heart rate, slam our pre-workout, and let's get after it. To prime the aerobic system, I'm gonna do 10 to 15 minutes of cardio, then to spike my heart rate, might do some assault bike sprints, take my pre-workout, and I'm gonna be ready to go. Don't forget those pre-workout carbs if you need them. As I've mentioned before, open workouts have a tendency to attack specific joints. We're seeing them do the same thing with the shoulders here again. So I want you to really warm your shoulders up well going into this workout. Make sure they're loose. There's a link below to the crossover symmetry protocol that I use. All right, let's jump into the meat of it. Pacing and approach. Don't fall for the trap. The first workout can break you if approached incorrectly. We want to play with the line of redlining, but we never want to dig ourselves a hole and go over our red line. So here's my advice. Know your capabilities. Ask yourself, what is my skill level? And how quickly can I recover? That's gonna determine how you're gonna wanna approach this workout. If you're a competitor, you're gonna wanna maximize your ability on the bar muscle ups. So be sure to pace yourself on the burpees. If you're a general athlete, your goal should be to always keep moving throughout this workout. You wanna be the one choosing your breaks. You don't want the workout to force you to break where you're just sitting there staring at an implement. You wanna choose your breaks. Just keep moving. If you're someone who doesn't have bar muscle ups, this workout is a burpee workout for you. So you get to just go hard. If you don't have bar muscle ups, your tie break time is the ending burpee of the first 3 rounds for time. You wanna do your best to go unbroken on the snatches and do the burpees as fast as possible because you want the fastest time you can get in that workout. Then it's just a matter of recovering, taking your time and seeing if you can get your first bar muscle up. Let's go. For this workout, we want to make sure that we are smooth throughout the entire thing. Smooth is fast. For the snatches, we want to do these in manageable sets. We don't want to play with the line of failure. To be competitive, obviously doing bigger sets is going to be better. If we can go unbroken, we want to do that. But if we can't go unbroken, we want to at least break them up into 2 sets. If not, maybe 3 sets if we need to. Just do them in manageable sets. That's what's important. Some people might prefer a muscle snatch. Some might prefer a power snatch. That is just dependent on what you're more efficient in. I personally will likely power snatch. I feel like I save more energy doing so. For the burpees, we wanna find a pace that is consistent across all of them. Pick a pace that you could hold on the burpees if you're doing like 20 to 30 reps. With the burpee, time under tension is a real thing. If you're taking 5 to 7 seconds of working time to do your burpee, you're under a working load for a long period of time. Versus if you can shorten those reps just a little bit, you save yourself a lot of energy. If we're going to be taking time to slow down in the burpee, it should be at the top of it when we're standing up tall, not slow through the bottom, be quick off the ground. So remember, through the snatches and burpees, smooth is fast. And then when you get to the rest period, it's really important to stand tall. We wanna make sure that fresh blood is getting through our body and that we're oxygenating our muscles and we're able to recover. We want to be able to get as much oxygen to our lungs as possible, and to do so is gonna be standing up. So I recommend stand up tall, close your eyes, and focus on lowering your heart rate. And then just keep your body loose. Shake out your arms, maybe wave them around, stretch a couple things out, get a swig of water or your pre-workout, slam another one. And let's get ready to go for the next workout. For the second workout, be smart in those first 2 rounds. Let's think to hold the same burpee pace that we had in the beginning of the workout in these first 2 rounds of the second workout. One thing that we don't want is to do the burpees too fast where we just end up standing and staring at the pull-up bar. For most people, I would recommend breaking up your first set of bar muscle ups or your chest to bar pull-ups or your pull-ups. I would consider breaking them up. Even if it's just a quick set, I think it will pay good dividends later in the workout. From there, I would make a calculated decision on your second set. If you think you can go unbroken on your second set, but it's gonna be at the detriment of your final set, where you have to break that up into 2 or 3 sets, then it's not worth it. Again, make a calculated decision in your second round. And then on your final round, give everything you got, but don't take yourself to failure where you're standing and staring at the bar. We wanna do a set that we're confident in. And then the final set of burpees is just everything you got. Let's finish it out strong. For scaling options, the pacing really doesn't change all too much. Approach is very similar, but there are a few things that I want to make note of. Because in the scaling division, you can choose to step over the bar if you would like to in the burpee. I recommend, if you can, jumping over the bar and turning around and getting back to the ground as fast as possible. This will speed up your burpee tremendously and set you apart from the people who are stepping over. And then I think it is very important for you guys to choose your breaks wisely on the pull-ups. I really recommend breaking them up. Doing too big of a set early on in the workout can really be detrimental in that third round of this workout. All right, I wanna hit a couple quick notes on some of these movements that we see in this workout and how we can maximize our efficiency in each movement. For the bar muscle up, one of the things that we wanna be mindful of when we're doing it is pushing ourselves away from the bar as we're going through our kip. We wanna stay long and away from the bar so we can go over top of it, not pulling ourselves into it. The bar muscle up is generated through your legs. The muscle up is a simple transfer of energy. Everything generates from your feet through your body. So don't worry so much about pulling yourself up as much as generating enough force and momentum to carry yourself up and over the bar. When we've started our backswing, we want to be as long as possible as we come through the front of our swing, so when our feet get out in front of us, we can stop them there violently. A lot of momentum will be generated here, and when we stop our feet, that momentum, as long as we do not bend our knees, that momentum will transfer up through our body, allowing us to pop our hips. And once we pop our hips, we want to turn our elbows over as fast as we can. That's going to carry us over the bar and get us in a position that's supported to be able to be on top of the bar. Then push your hips back and press away. That will create a shorter distance to be able to lock out. You might be tempted when you bring your feet forward in the swing to bend your knees, but don't do that. By keeping your body straight and stopping your feet, it almost acts as a pendulum to bring you up and over the bar. But when you bend your knees, that momentum stops. So don't do that. And then for those of you who have the chicken wing, and you know who you are, when you do your bar muscle up and you do one elbow first and then the next one, what I want you to think about when you go to turn over is focus on the elbow that typically trails behind. Because if you're focused on that one, bringing that one up first, your good arm is just going to follow suit and follow the pace of your slower elbow. So think and focus on that arm that typically lags behind. And then for those of you who are going for your first chest to bar pull up, or you're wanting to maximize your pull ups, there's a couple key things that I want you to think about when doing them. We're gonna start our kip, and when we bring our feet forward out in front of us, once they get to the point where we can almost see them, that's when I also want you to stop your feet violently. Again, that's gonna start the transfer of energy up into our hips. Once we've stopped our feet, I want you to think of this concept: pop, pull, pop, pull. That means you're popping your hips, then pulling your arms. Popping your hips, pulling your arms. That is gonna help transfer as much momentum up through your body to be able to get you up into the bar. One of the things that really helps me with this concept is watching some videos of people cycling chest to bar pull-ups or butterfly pull-ups, if that's what I wanna do. Just watching some videos of people doing that kind of helps ingrain that in my mind. For people who wanna do butterfly pull-ups and cycle butterfly pull-ups, to start the cycle process, as soon as you do a pop pull and you've touched your chest to the bar, I want you to be thinking feet back. So it's pop, pull, feet back. If I come up and I touch the bar, I wanna bring my feet back, so as my arms are straightening, I can start moving them forward again. And that starts the cycle process of doing a butterfly pull-up. And those for you who are just doing a general kipping pull-up, you wanna keep your feet out in front of you until you've reached your chin over the bar or reached your chest to the bar. And then once your arms start to straighten, then bring your feet back. And that again starts the cycle process of your kipping pull-up. Guys, here's the reality of it. This workout is going to burn. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna be painful. Enjoy the suffering. We're in week 4, baby. This is 19.4. You've made it this far. So let's lean into this. Let's dig deep inside of ourselves and pull some strength out of ourselves, and let's get after it. Make those last burpees hurt. All right, guys, go have some fun. Give them all you got. Please, I ask, if you're getting your first bar muscle up, take a video of it, capture it for me, and tag me on Instagram at ColeSager35. Muscle ups are just so epic. I love seeing people get their first one. So please tag me in those if you're catching your first one on video. All right, I appreciate the heck out of all you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to share these with your friends and fellow CrossFitters, and subscribe if you haven't already. I don't want you to miss out on all the fun and gains we're having out here, right? So guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and we'll see you guys in the next video.